I love being a veteran. I am so proud of my service. I am so proud to call myself a veteran. I love my title that I got when I retired, you know, Jedediah M. Bigler, Tech Sergeant, United States Air Force, retired. I absolutely love it. And at the same time, I'm like, why did I get out? I was in the U.S. Air Force. I was under Air Mobility Command and Air Force Special Operations Command, and I finished it out under Air Force Southern Command out of Davis-Monthan. I chose to do the military just to really go out and see the world and see what it has to offer. I served from December 2001 to December 2021. I was 20. I signed up at 19. I was 20 when I went in, and if I'd have known all the benefits of everything, I would have done it at 18. His dad was a corpsman in the Navies, and he said, "You're going to go and enjoy it." It had changed, so he signed up under the draft for Vietnam, and I signed up under peacetime. So there was a complete difference. I could see from their point of view now how scary it was to let their kid go. I met my wife like 3 months before I went in the Air Force, and we did long distance dating, and then finally decided to just marry. She went to England with me, so after Portugal and basic training in tech school, she went to England with me and has been with me since. I have been stationed in Portugal, the Azorian Islands out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. And then I was stationed in Royal Air Force Lakenheath. They're in eastern England. And then we were blessed with going to McGuire Air Force Base in New Jersey. And then we were truly blessed to go back to England at Royal Air Force Mildenhall, about 5 miles away from Lakenheath. And then we were cursed with Pope Field right there at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and then finished out here at Davis-Monthan, here in Tucson, Arizona. My wife's sister had a brain tumor that came back. We knew it was there, but it came back. And then my dad had kidney failure, so we put in for a compassionate move. And since then, both have passed away, so it was nice to be able to come back and see them before that, so. And I know he was proud. He lived up until 4 years ago. On the 1st of August, it'll be 4 years, and he saw how good the military was for us. I have 3 kids that were born in England, one in North Carolina and one in New Jersey, and one is born here in Arizona. My kids, I think, enjoy it, especially my English kids, where they, you know, some of their friends are like, "Really, you were born in England?" "Yeah." "What were you doing there?" "Dad served in the Air Force." So the experiences that they had because of the military was by far, I think they came into the Gila Valley more prepared for what the world has to prepare to give them, and now they're ready to go back out into the world. They know why we do the things that we do. They've seen more firsthand why we say we're free, if that makes sense. The anomalies that we have here. We have the nice neighborhoods, we have the nice cars, the nice life. They've seen where those freedoms aren't always there. I did 4 deployments, each one to a different location, and each one opened my eyes to what the world does have to offer, and the great things. Like I went to Petra. I saw the Indiana Jones temple. I saw all that, but then at the same time, I also saw the not so fun part of it. I was an E6 technical sergeant. I'm a radio technician by trade. All the missions that would happen, if the Air Force flew them, it was through Air Mobility Command. And as part of that, I was in the contingency response part of that, and we were there through using C-130s and C-17s. Through AFSOC, or Air Force Southern, Special Operations Command, we depended on AMC. and our own actual AFSOC planes. So the very first time I deployed, I was told on a Friday morning, hey, you're deploying. Cool, right, when? Tomorrow. Okay, cool. We were on alert, we were on 12-hour alert, and we tested that and we deployed within 12 hours, woke up in Germany off the C-17, and then the next morning we woke up in Afghanistan. And that's just how it was, and it was so simple. It's just so simple. We had packed, we were ready to go anyways, we were on alert, and we got called up. The other times it was like, hey, who's going? And it's just, I always put my hand up. I'll go. And the 3 other times they took me. And it was fun. But the longer you have the plan, the more the at-home stuff just started like gnawing at you. And me and my wife did not have time or opportunity to really stress about leaving the very first time, because we were gonna do lunch on that Friday. I said, hey, I called her, I'm like, hey, instead of us doing lunch, bring me a bean burrito and my bags. And I let her know when she got there. I'm like, by the way, this is what we're doing, bye. And there was no room to stress about where I was going, what I was doing. It was just like, okay, I'll see you when I see you. And she was 7 months pregnant. We got home like 2 days before the baby was born, but it was just like, we don't know when we'll be home. So yeah, my third child was like, am I gonna be there? Yeah. So, and that was in New Jersey. And then within the next 2 years, I got my other 3 deployments in. I absolutely loved my 4 deployments. Partly because they were very easy. I was in the Air Force, so my one time into Afghanistan, I wish I could have gone more. Just there's always that. Yes, I understand that back home there's jobs that need to be done while your teammates are deployed, but there's always that want and desire to actually pull your weight, if that makes sense. So the 4 times I was able to deploy. Now I did a lot of 2-3 week TDYs, completely different, but the 4 times I deployed for more than a month at a time, I wish I could have gone more. And knowing that what I'm doing at home is helping the guys downrange, that understanding that made it so much easier to be like happy and okay with not deploying though. So I have my Community College of the Air Force Electronic Systems Associates in Science that was due to my military training, and then I had to take a few general education courses through any college. Started a bachelor's degree in education for career and technical education back in 2014, and I've slowly been working on that. I've got 3 classes left now. So I'll get to that. But and I worked on that from 2014 to 2020, and my buddy down in Davis Monthan, he said, do you know anything about the Sonoran Desert Institute? I'm like, no, what is that? And he says, you get to build guns, you get to do, it's a firearms degree. So I got an associate's in science and firearms technology. It's totally worth your time. If you're gonna serve, do the whole 20 years, retire. There's so many benefits to just serving the country. The military worked for me. So, but if you're gonna serve, just leave everything at home and just go live your life. Go do that. We're here. Home is always home. What you get to see is everything, and the benefits outweigh all the stress. For me, the retirement just benefits everything. Tell Rhonda, I didn't know what I was stumbling into, but I'm so grateful I did.